Cool.
All right. Caitlin, we have everybody in then?
We do.
We have a quorum. It is 5:30, so I am going to open up tonight's Bridgewater Conservation meeting. Good morning, good morning. Hello. I told you it's one of those days. Good evening, everybody. I'm Marilyn McDonald of Bridgewater Conservation. Today's date is November 13th. Our next meeting is when, Caitlin? I didn't mark that down.
December
Oh, no,
11th.
this is our only one because it's Thanksgiving. So this is
Yep.
our only meeting for November. And then our next meeting would be Thursday, the 11th in December. So I usually have that ahead of time. Sorry about that. Just to tell you a few things about how Bridgewater Conservation runs before I open it up to the agenda. Tonight, President is myself, as mentioned, Marilyn McDonald, Chair, Vice Chair, Laurie Keene. We have Harry Bailey, member, Deb Johnson, member, and we do not have Eileen Prisco on tonight as a member. We do have our agent, Caitlin Putz on. This meeting is being recorded and can usually be viewed on YouTube within 24 to 48 hours. Just please keep in mind that Bridgewater Conservation is governed by both state and local bylaws of the Wetlands Protection Act. Let me say something. Can everybody be muted except
Someone's little kid.
Yeah,
I got it.
Only commission is unmuted, please. Thank you. We adhere to the wetland bylaws of both local and state and the rules and regulations along with performance standards to ensure all project filings meet these requirements and has a minimal of surrounding impact to our wetlands. Bridgewater Conservation's jurisdiction is 100 feet of BVW, bordering vegetated wetlands, and 200 feet of any riverfront, including perennial streams. Our bylaws can be found on the town website page. This is the only way we're going to base our decision is strictly on rules, regs, and performance standards. What's going to happen is the applicant will present. After the applicant presents, we'll open it up to the members and the staff. Once we do that, we'll gladly open it up to the public for any questions regarding wetlands, and keep it to 3 minutes only, please. And again, strictly wetland questions. We actually encourage the public to speak during a hearing if they have any questions or concerns. This is how we may also pick up something that we need to look into further. Please direct all questions through the chair and I will find you an answer. The board's either going to do two things. We're either going to close tonight's public hearing if we feel we have enough information to render our decision. That has 21 days to be rendered. If we don't, we're going to continue it, which means this is your notice for the next meeting of continuance. As stated, we have 21 days to render our decision. Once we render that decision, there is a 10 business day appeal that would need to be put into writing to Mass DEP before any order of conditions becomes activated. That being said, I'm going to read into the agenda. I'm going to see if we have an update of when we're getting in back live a little bit. But for November 13th, 2025 at 5:30, disclosure pursuant to Section 20, Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, the Governor's Order and Act related to the extension of certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency. The meeting of Conservation Commission in the town of Bridgewater will be hybrid and accessible to the public through remote participation in the greatest extent possible. There will be no public attendance permitted. Citizens who wish to tune in can do via via Zoom, and the virtual Zoom meeting is located on the town website page. So meeting has now been called to order. Agenda is as stated. Public hearings, we have no old business. New business, we're going to be hearing an RDA for 1313 Plain Street. We're going to be hearing a notice of intent for 46 Flagstone Place. We're going to be hearing a notice of intent for Hampton Avenue. And we have some conservation business of, unfortunately, still 16 Wood Street. We have a 25 Birch Hill Road on, and we have town wetland protection bylaws discussion. We also have minutes of 10:09:25. So that being said, we are now officially open and we're going to roll right into request for application 1313 Plain Street, map 109, lots 38. Applicant is Representative Jeff Podier of Collins Civil Engineering. I will need to pull your green cards unless you had them up quicker. And at this time, Deb Johnson is going to recuse herself.
Yep, I'll be back. Text me when you're done.
Yep. Okay, sorry, I usually have this out ahead of time, but I ran in late. So I have the notice of public hearing, and in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40 of the Town of Bridgewater Local Wetland Bylaw, and the Bridgewater Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on the meeting of the meeting date 2024. 2024. This is not a correct one. I think this is an example. Aha, I've got the right one now. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, it was on the example page. I was like, I know I'm confused today, but I know it was 2025. All right, let's do this again. 313 Plain Street, legal notice, notice of public hearing, Conservation Commission, Bridgewater, Massachusetts, in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Town of Bridgewater Local Wetland Bylaw, the Bridgewater Conservation Commission, public hearing, meeting for October 23rd, 2025, which that meeting was canceled, for notice of intent or request of determination of applicability filed by Jeff Boudier. The applicant proposes work proposed in the property and is owned by Ronald McMasters and is located at 313 Plain Street, Bridgewater, map 7, parcel 11. Please contact the Bridgewater Conservation Office at 508-697-0950 for time and location or the link of the virtual participation. All interested parties are encouraged to attend. Agenda can be found at www.bridgewater.mass at least 48 hours prior. And there were green cards. And I have verification of the green cards. So that being stated, you are now open for the representative. I do know this is an after effect. So who is here from Collins? George, I see.
Yes, George Collins. Would you like me to proceed?
Yes, please. Thank you.
For the record, George Collins, registered professional engineer from Collins Civil Engineering Group out of West Bridgewater, representing Jeff Boudier for a request for determination of applicability at 313 Plain Street. This is a septic upgrade. If you'd like, I can share my screen.
Please.
Can everybody see that?
I can, yeah.
Okay. This property is located on the east side of Plain Street, off-site to the southeast over here. There's a bordering vegetated wetland that was delineated by Brooke Monroe, our botanist. That's shown in green. 25-foot no touch is shown in red. The 50-foot buffer zone shown in orange, and then the purple is the 100-foot buffer zone. This dark red dashed line here is erosion control that we've proposed, 8-inch straw wattle. This is a relatively flat area and it's all existing lawn. So if sometimes we will use something a little more substantial if it's on a steeper slope, but this 8-inch straw wattle put in properly is very effective. So basically we went out and dug a couple of test holes here. And we designed the new septic system, and basically the leaching field and tanks are outside of the 50-foot buffer, but within the 100-foot buffer zone. And like I said, we have erosion control located along the neighbors' properties to the north and east, and this is the work limit along the south. Site access will be in and out of the property in this area. This plan has been approved by the Board of Health. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that the board or public or agent may have at this time.
I'll hand it off to starting with Caitlin first, please.
Okay, so this was supposed to be, as Marilyn had mentioned, on our last meeting that was unfortunately canceled. So this is an after the fact filing because the septic system is failing. So we consider that an emergency. So I had reached out to Eric Badger, our health agent, just to let him know what was going on, and said, if you can assist them, get this done, and they can just come in at our next meeting to get approval. So this has already been done, but I didn't have any concerns. I went out there with Dave at Collins Engineering before this meeting. I think the closest point to the wetlands was 61 feet. I can't see it right now on the plan, but
Yeah, 61.
it wasn't even in the 50-foot. So
Yeah.
I really wasn't concerned at all. Like I said, I went out there and they just need to do what they need to do. So I guess I'll hand it over to commission members now. Any comments?
Okay, I absolutely have no questions on this. I know it was failed. I thank Board of Health for stepping in where we couldn't have that meeting. And again, I echo what you said. It was well out of the 50. So no concerns on my end. I'll start with Laurie.
No concerns at all.
Okay, Harry.
I went over it with Eric a little bit and it's fine. Thank you.
Okay, All right, with that being said, does anybody in the audience have a question or concern with the request for determination of applicability that was done on 33 Plain Street, map 109, lot 38 for failed septic?
I'm not seeing anybody, Chair.
Okay, then Chair would entertain a motion to close 313 Plain Street, please.
Motion to close.
Okay, I have a
Plain-
motion by Harry and a second.
I'll make a motion a second.
Okay, and second by Laurie. Roll call vote, Harry,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
myself is an aye. We're now closed on 313 Plain Street. Chair would entertain a motion, please, for approval of RDA Tier 1, is it?
Issue a -3 determination.
-3. Issuing of a -3 determination, please.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Harry. Do I have a second by Laurie?
Second by Laurie.
All right. Okay, roll call vote, Harry.
Aye.
Eileen's not here. Laurie?
Aye.
Myself as an aye. I forgot any further discussion. I had none. Okay, at this time, we are closed and approved on 313 Plain Street. We thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Caitlin, for your help, and hi, Laurie. Haven't seen
Hi,
you.
George.
Nice to see you. Congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you.
All right, take care. God bless. Have a good
Congratulations on
holiday.
our hair.
Have a good holiday, everybody.
You too,
Thank you
George.
very much. All right, we'll get Deb back in. While Deb's getting back in, do you have the ad on Flagstone, Caitlin?
Is it not in the folder? Should be in the folder, but if not.
I'm not seeing it, and
Not
again,
seeing it.
my apologies for running late, I usually have all this
That's
printed
okay.
out.
Give me 1 minute. All right.
Oh, shit. Oof. I lost it.
All right.
I have the ad if you need it.
Last 3 weeks you've blown it. And that's
What
why
happens when I'm double screened sometimes. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I know, same.
I can put the ad on the screen.
Yeah, that might be. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it.
Yeah, if somebody has the ad and we can read it in along with proof of green cards, would be great.
We do have the green cards.
Okay, you've got verification of
Yep.
those, Caitlin?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, who's on for silver?
Rebecca?
Oh, okay. I was gonna have you read it, but I see it right there.
I was gonna say, I
Alright.
love how fast you read it.
Oh,
and good.
just like the old days, doubling up that for me. Thank you. Notice of public hearing, Conservation Commission, Bridgewater, Massachusetts. In accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, in the Town of Bridgewater Local Wetland Bylaw, the Bridgewater Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on October 23rd, 2025 for the notice of intent filed by Russell Simmons. The property is owned by Russell Simmons and is located at 46 Flagstone Place, map 76, lot 104-046. Please contact the Bridgewater Conservation Office at 508-697-0950 for the time and location or the link of virtual participation. All interested parties are encouraged to attend. The agenda can be found at www.bridgewater at least 48 hours prior to the meeting date, and you are officially open. And again, we did not have a hearing on October 23rd. So Silva, you are now officially open. Thank you.
You bet. Rebecca, Silver Engineering, we're here for a notice of intent for Russell Simmons, and I'm just gonna share again because why not? Okay. So we have a duplex scenario over on Flagstone Place. And the duplex on this one is on the left side of the lot. And in his attempt to access the shed that is in the back, he placed this fill in order to, gain access. After conversing and having Ken flag the wetland boundary, we decided it was best to remove the fill and allow it to come back to a vegetative nature. In doing that, it'll allow him to create a wooden, aesthetic wooden walkway to get back to his shed. It's only going to be about 8 foot wide. It does span about 53 feet. There will be some temporary disturbances as he's placing footings in there to hold this thing up. But overall, the fill would be removed. he would have erosion control in place until it was done. And what little vegetation you kind of see in this picture would repopulate and come on back. I know the commission and I visited the site. That's all I have to say. If there was questions, comments, let me know.
All right, I have been out there several times. I will start with Caitlin on this, and she has put in visit reports also on this.
Yeah, just to give a little background on why we're here today. So this began back in May. I received a complaint from DEP. They forwarded that to me with concern of filling in a wetland at the property. So I dropped by. I met the property owner. He showed me where the fill was placed, and we determined that a wetland was filled in. So I just explained to the property owner, hey, because wetlands were disturbed, we're going to issue an enforcement order, and that enforcement order is going to tell you to file an NOI so we can rectify the situation. So that's why we're reviewing this NOI today. And so I think the plan's good. The fill's coming out, so the natural soil will be brought back up, and there'll be a bridge, so there'll be minimal disturbance just with those footings there. So in order to get access to that shed, because the wetland resource area kind of breaks up the backyard and then where the shed is placed, I think this is probably the best case scenario for it. And then one thing I'll add, sorry, I forgot to mention, when we went out there last, those crates that you saw in that photo that Rebecca shared, a lot of that is sitting in the wetland resource area. So I would just recommend, upon approval, that the commission puts a special condition that the debris gets cleaned up as part of the order of conditions.
Okay, thank you, Caitlin. Yep, I echo the same. I've been out there with you a couple times, so I really don't have anything to add than what Caitlin had stated, so I'll start with the other commission members. Harry? are you
I'm all
familiar with
set.
the area? You're all set? Okay. Laurie?
I'm all set too.
Okay. And no Eileen at this time? Okay. So with no further comments from us, I'll ask anybody in the audience, if they have a question on 46 Flagstone Place, map 76, lot 104-046.
I am not seeing anybody, Chair.
Okay. Then Chair would entertain a motion if we can close notice of intent. 46 Flagstone Place, map 76, lot 104-046 with the DEP file number that is issued SE 116-1574.
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Second it.
All right, I think that was a motion by Laurie and a second by Harry.
Debbie,
Debbie.
Debbie? Okay. Being a gentleman. All right, so roll call vote, Harry,
aye.
Deb,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
and myself is an aye. All right, Chair would entertain a motion then for approval of notice of intent 46 Flagstone Place, map 76, lot 104-046 with DEP number SE 116-1574 with the special of debris that is to be removed, and agent then will do inspection.
I'll make a motion to issue an order of conditions.
Okay, we have that by Laurie. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Oh, Harry can have the second.
I was gonna give it to Harry. Harry's on the second. All right, do we have any further discussion? All right, hearing none, I'll take a roll call vote. Laurie,
Aye.
Harry,
Aye.
Deb,
Aye.
myself. Aye, I gotta get the computer back on. All right, so that is all set and approved. We thank you, Rebecca, for your presentation.
Thank you.
All right, it looks like you're on with the next one too.
Yes, we are.
Okay, let me just get into that file, because again, I didn't get a chance to print.
I can put it on the screen.
Oh, you're great, okay.
I already had
Spoil me
a
tonight.
moment to find it.
Whew. All right. And we have legal notice of public hearing, Conservation Commission, Bridgewater, Massachusetts, in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, in the town of Bridgewater, local wetland bylaws. The Bridgewater Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on October 23rd, 2025, for a notice of intent filed by 260 Winter Street LLC. The property is owned by 260 Winter LLC and is located at 0 Hampton Ave, Lot 1, Map 75, Lot 21. Please contact the Bridgewater Conservation Office at 508-697-0950 for the time and location and the link of virtual participation. All interested parties are encouraged to attend. Agenda can be found at www.bridgewater.mass.org at least 48 hours to prior. And can you just scroll up? That did have the date, that did have the address of 0 Hampton. Okay, and do you have the green cards following, or I can see if they're on mine?
We have them, Marilyn.
You're very awesome. Okay. All right. And we do have SC 116-1575 that has been issued to this project. I didn't think there was any comments from DEP on this. Nope.
No.
Okay. All right. Applicant is now open. Thank you.
Thank you. Give me a moment, I'm sorry. I was gonna try to be smart and show us the overall picture here, so we knew where we were.
I think Rebecca's trying to give us all warm thoughts with her background.
I think so too.
I get the waves, the hula dancing, right?
Yeah.
Feel it?
One can
Okay.
dream.
Mhm.
Oh, one can dream. Okay, so let me just, okay, sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. Let's start the story. Let me share my screen. Push the wrong button. Push the button. Share. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Good. Here we are. We are at the subdivision that is Hampton Ave, recently approved, recently built, recently as-built off of Winter Street. And so we are on lot 1, this very large. At the time we did the subdivision, we had this section of wetland line approved, reviewed, and the drainage did its magic somewhere over here on the end of lot 1. At the time of the subdivision, we threw the house over here because at the time the zoning was residential C and business B, and the house couldn't be in a business B. Since this time, there has been a zoning change. This is no longer business B, so everything here is residential C. It's important because we've moved the house here. We've moved the house further down to the cul-de-sac, closer to the wetland line. We have the single-family home, the driveway coming off of Hamden, the septic off to the side, just outside of the 100-foot buffer. We show the garage, the pavilion, and a nice in-ground pool in the backyard, just outside the 50. We show the erosion control. There will be a fence surrounding a majority of the property as it goes all the way around, separating the use from the commercial that's in the back here. We walked the wetland line. The flags were inadvertently removed. We had them reestablished, and then the line was walked again. So we're here just to get the activity of the 100-foot buffer and the wetland line reviewed and approved by the commission. Thank you.
All right, I'll have our agent start.
Yeah, so like Rebecca said, we did go out there a couple weeks ago, and a lot of the flags were missing, so that has since been reflagged. We went back out there this week. All flags were accounted for. That's on the plan, and we have no issues with the line. Nothing's in the 25-foot, which is a good thing. You know, just some grading within the 50 and that fence and the erosion control. But other than that, the majority is in the 100. So I'm not too concerned about this one.
Okay, thank you. I myself was out there both times. There were flags, 2 sets, but we definitely determined which ones were missing from this filing. They were done again. We went out there the other day. Every single flag was found. Very clear, defined line, guys. When it dips, like I have no issues with the line at all. Just a quick question. I double checked with Rebecca. Their in-ground pool, all good with the proper filter for college?
Yes, it will be installed with the cartridge filter.
Okay, great. All right. I had no further concerns with this at all. Just except we did see some debris that we.
Oh yeah, the tires. We
yeah, the
can
tires
condition
would
as
be-
a special
Yes,
condition.
I'm
Yep.
sure they'll clean it up as they develop the lot. It's right in the way, so it'll go away.
Okay, that's what we thought. So I just wanted to make sure. We'll put that as a condition, though. And okay. All right. I'll start with Harry.
I'm all set, thank you.
Okay. Debbie?
No, I was just looking to see what they were using for erosion control. I didn't see it.
We have a wattle.
Wattle.
Oh,
A
straw
green-
wattle. Okay, all right. I'm good.
A
Thank you.
green one.
A green one.
Blue
Yeah.
green.
All right, thank you. I'm good.
How do I know I fell over it? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
All right, Laurie?
I'm good, no issues.
Okay, everybody's spoken on this, and at this time, Caitlin, is there anybody in attendance that has a question or concern on the notice of intent for Hampton Ave Lot 1, map 75, lot 21, please?
I am not seeing anybody, Chair.
Okay, then at this time, we do have a DEP file number of SE 116-1575. So Chair would enter motion of closing notice of intent for Hampton Ave Lot 1, map 75, lot 21.
Make a motion to close.
All right, we have a motion by Deb,
I'll second.
and we have a second by Laurie. Any further discussion? All right, roll call on closing. Harry,
Aye,
Deb,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
and myself as an aye. All right, moving right along then, Chair would entertain a motion for approval of Hampton Ave Lot 1, map 75, lot 21, with the special condition of debris being cleaned out and agent double checking.
I'll make a motion to issue an order condition with a special that the tires should be cleaned up.
Okay.
Yep, seconded Deb.
Second is Deb. All right, any further discussion, guys? All right, then roll call vote. Deb,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
Harry,
aye,
and myself as an aye. So we have approval of notice of intent, Hampton Ave, lot 1, map 75, lot 21, on DEP file number SE 116-1575 with the special as noted. All right, you are officially done. Thank you.
thank you so much. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
You
Oh,
too.
happy, we're gonna say happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, is that what we're going for?
Yeah.
Well, this is our only
In 2
meeting,
weeks,
so we'll-
Holidays. Yes.
All right, we're gonna rock and roll right into administrative business. I'll have Caitlin take it off with 16 Wood Street violation enforcement.
Yeah, so where we stand right now, I have not heard from the property owners. And after a discussion at our last meeting, I just looked over our enforcement section of our bylaws, just to double check the language, and how we can proceed with, the fines. So, and Lori had found that last time. So what our bylaw says is any person who violates any provision of this bylaw, regulations thereunder, or permits issued thereunder shall be punished by a fine of not more than 300. Each offense and each provision of the bylaw, regulations, or permit violated shall constitute a separate offense. So I think, if I recall last discussion, one of us had mentioned $300 per day. I'm not interpreting that from our bylaw. I would think it's a $300 fine per violation that occurred. So at this point, I think we could proceed with issuing a $300 fine for this, since we have not heard back from them.
Somehow I think, in the past, I know there was a higher fine. I'm not exactly sure. Did we check with the attorney on this too?
No, he has not got back to me.
All
In
right,
the
Laurie,
past,
do you
we-
remember any higher fines or Harry back
On the,
in the day? Because
in the
again, I
past-
haven't had to do fines.
Yeah, what they used to do is we used to send the property owners a letter saying, we worked very patiently with you. We haven't gotten anywhere. You haven't applied to fix the mess out there. So we're going to issue a fine for $300. It also collects interest. But we have to put it in writing, put it in their file, let the collector's office know that, hey, they have a fine, say the property got sold. No one would know. So we have to let them know what's going on with the property.
And is that how those fines got it? Because 300, you know, it seemed like, well, it was almost like. a slap in the
300 to
face.
start, I mean, no, and then, you know, depending on how long this goes, usually when people see, oh, they find us, they'll get in touch with us. But these people didn't even, you know, sign in for the last hearing, so I don't know what's going on. They could be traveling, but they got the notice to appear before us, so
Several times.
the
Okay.
commission's been very patient with them.
Nurse will second that. All right, and that's how those fines do. I know I heard in the past they've gotten up higher on certain things that Bridgewater had to fine on. Again, that was a long time ago. All right. Guys, anybody else weighing in?
No, I think we need to, we've definitely got to do the fines.
Yep, so we'll start with the fines. There's no luck that anybody here from the owner of Wood Street would happen to be on to be working with us. Okay, all right, so we clarify what was in the bylaws and we'll start that. Okay, all right, Caitlin, I'll have you go right into Birch Road. If you guys got the pictures of this in your file.
Yeah, so this came into me a few months ago, actually. Someone sent in an email complaint about grass clippings being dumped by the lake on Birch Hill Road. And the reason why this was so delayed is when I looked into the property that was being dumped on, I noticed that it was state-owned. So I was trying to figure out who was overseeing this property. I called DEP. They said, well, it's not us. Try DCR. I tried DCR. I couldn't get a hold of them for a while. Turned out they were not overseeing that parcel. And finally, I figured out it was Mass Division of Fisheries and Wildlife. So I got a hold of them and I said, here's what's going on. Do I have permission to take action on this? Because we need their permission since they're overseeing the parcel. So they said, go ahead and do that. So I drove by. I did notice the clippings were very close to the lake. The company that is dumping the clippings parks their vehicle there. So I just wanted to bring this up for discussion and hope that the property owner across the street, 25 Birch Hill Road, where the dumping's coming from, would come on and just discuss with us to see what we can do and remediate this.
Okay, thank you. Are they on, Caitlin?
I'm not sure.
If anybody is here from Birch Hill Road, please let Caitlin know via virtual signal. Raise your hand, chat box.
I'm not seeing anybody, so I'm gonna assume not.
Okay. All right. Has the rest of the commission had a chance to look at these pictures?
Yeah, I went through them.
All right. Deb, I'll start with you.
I just think, well, did you get a hold of the company that is parking there and dumping them?
Yeah, so as part of the complaint, right across the street, that homeowner is the one that owns the lawn clipping company, the lawn mowing company. So I had sent them the letter just saying, hey, here's what we found. Can you just come to the meeting and discuss? Because I mean, this is a pretty simple fix, you know, remove what was dumped, stop dumping there and move the vehicle. I don't think we would have to jump on enforcement in any way. I'm just hoping to, maybe we could just discuss with them and it's a pretty easy fix.
Did you issue a cease and desist?
I did, yes.
Okay, all right,
Yep, that letter was a cease and desist. Well, cease and desist / notice of violation.
all right, okay. I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at this, maybe if we're out Monday, if you wanna take a relook with me, but,
Yeah.
that's a bigger no. And oh, man, so, okay,
So yeah, I can certainly send a follow-up letter out letting the property owner know, the property owner across the street, that our next meeting is December 11th. And if they could please contact the office to confirm they're coming, or if they can't make that meeting, to schedule for an upcoming meeting.
Now, Caitlin, are the people that are dumping these lawn clippings, they were hired by the property owner to clean up the
So the
yard?
property owner owns this lawn care company.
Okay, okay.
So it almost makes
Uh,
it sound like they're dumping them and he just didn't know any better, quote unquote.
Right.
There are legal places to dump your clippings, especially when you're charging your clients. Harry, any thoughts on this?
It's the first time I heard of this one, but usually it's all the leaves getting dumped in, but that's over in Raynham. But when they do it, I get a call to come down and look, and the leaves are going floating by Birch Hill Road, so.
All right, so maybe we'll take a walkabout. You want to take a walkabout with me?
It's not a good area to go walking around in.
The picture she's showing it looks like we can get in pretty easily,
Yeah, you can access it right from the road.
right from the road, Harry.
Yeah.
I'll give you a buzz Monday. I'm gonna go out there probably Monday myself just to get a visual, because you can't be doing that one. Especially.
What time
Yeah,
Monday?
yeah. All right, any further comments from any of the boards on that? Did I hit, Laurie, I hit you, right?
Yep. No more comments from me. I'm good. If you're going out
Okay.
there to look at it.
Yeah,
What time you going out?
let's hope they work with us to rectify this, but, and Caitlin, you'll know if more are dumped. I mean, we're getting to the end of the season, but still, we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can
Alright.
swing by on Monday and like I said, I can send a follow-up letter just notifying them of the next meeting.
Yep, that'd be great. Okay, thank you. All right, we'll go right into town wetland protection bylaws discussion. Did y'all start doing your homework assignments?
A little bit.
Little bit.
All right. So I've been digging in. Laurie, I know you've been digging in. Deb, have you been digging in?
Little bit.
All right. Harry, have you been digging in?
Do I have to?
Yes, y'all must dig. All right. So, I mean, I think we'll probably, and I'll let Caitlin open this up. A lot needs to be changed. I'm gonna be, that ACEC area needs higher protection. I've done research on other towns, but I think Caitlin came up with a good idea how to get together, and then we would really need to put this out to the public also for input, but we need to get our input amongst the group done first.
Right.
And it doesn't happen overnight, but I do want to keep this going and getting these things changed. So Caitlin, I'll have you add in, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I think at this point, we have a lot of ideas flowing. I mean, a lot of what I put in, I kind of broke my Word doc of my changes into our section. So anything I want to add to section 2, I just have bullets. A lot of that is just language I saw in various other town bylaws that I thought might be good to add to ours. So I think getting down to all those details wouldn't benefit us tonight necessarily. But like Marilyn just said, perhaps all of us getting together, and that would be open to the public, all of us getting our ideas down, just so we have a solid, okay, here's what we know we want to add, everybody's in agreement, and then having that special meeting specifically for the bylaws, so the public can come in, we have everything we want, and they can make their comments as well.
Because it might be something that, they've seen too, that would be good to
Yeah.
put in there. Yep, so we'll definitely encourage public to entertain that as we start to finalize them in. Laurie, your thoughts?
I think it's a great idea what Caitlin just said. I mean, the last time they were done, I was the secretary of the Concom, like in 2003.
Well overdue.
So that shows you how they need to be updated. Things have changed a lot since 2003. I think it's a great idea.
Okay. Deb?
Yep, no, I think it's a great idea as well.
Okay. Harry?
Definitely.
Okay. Now here's even a greater idea. I'd like that special meeting that we get together as a quorum first. to be in person, like to sit down so we can be at a table and go back and forth, get everything, and then go right into having a public hearing.
Absolutely.
Once we have what we want, that public hearing will then invite people to, you know, either comment on what we've got so far, maybe add something, but I am actually open to doing ours if we want. Do we only have one in December?
Yeah, we only
Yeah,
have one
just
in
the
December.
11th.
All right, maybe we can talk about adding that special one in with the bylaws in December if people feel that's okay. Or if you, you guys tell me, I'm trying to do light holidays with another grandkid on the way, so. I'll kind of leave that up to you guys weighing in with Caitlin if you want to try to get it in before the holidays or, after at least one in, and then the public hearing after the first of the year is fine with me. So whatever you guys think, just giving her some ideas. So we obviously would need to post 48 hours prior.
Yeah, I guess it depends. How do we feel timeline wise? Can we all get our ideas together, sit down beforehand, or set aside some time before Christmas to get it? Or do you think maybe putting it in January after the new year? I guess let's make that a group decision because, if we all have the time to put in, I can set aside more time in my workday to really make it a point to get my ideas more solidified. And so, yeah, I'll just get everybody's opinions and see what we're gonna do.
All right, we'll go around the table then. Harry, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I'd like to do it before
Earlier the better?
Christmas if
All
we
right.
can, yeah.
Deb?
Yeah, as long as I can squeeze in time, yeah.
All right. Laurie?
I can do it. Not a problem for me.
Okay. And I'd like to do it before that time because again, I think it's time, it's overdue. And, we can take the advantage of not having two meetings and making one meeting in December and dedicating that to the bylaws. So it sounds like, Eileen's not here, but it sounds like everybody right now, Caitlin is cool with proceeding with that. Maybe what you can do is throw out some dates in December that would work for us to meet as a quorum. I would, again, my thoughts and my hopes would be that they would allow us to do this in person. I know there's doing some hybrid but I think it would benefit everybody again to be sitting down together in person. It would benefit what we're doing. It would benefit the community. Bridgewater would benefit, our everybody that lives in Bridgewater, to be in person on this. So, but that's my thought.
So this is where I'm getting a little confused. Should we meet as a group before that to come up with something and then to have an open meeting?
Right, so that's what we do. We'll meet as a special meeting, and the public is more than happy to listen to it. But it would be a discussion with what our ideas are going forward with the bylaws. Once we have all our ideas that we'd like to see done, then we would have another special, but a public hearing where it would also be now the public has a chance to come up and speak. So it would be those two.
Okay.
And then I believe the protocol afterwards is we hand it off to town council for their approval on things we put in. But I definitely want the community input on it, So we'll start with our input, then open it up to the community input. And I think, we can get one meeting in December, then we're doing good.
Okay.
All right. We'll look at some dates then, and we should have that. Again, this is our last meeting, so we'll have that. We'll just put it out there when we have it. All right. Any other discussions? We're done with that one. So that takes me to D, minutes. I reviewed the minutes. I had no comments. Have everybody had a chance to review the minutes of 10/9/25?
Yep, I had no comments.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. Chair would entertain a motion then for approval of 10/9/25 minutes.
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, I was thinking it was he, German. No, do I have a second for minutes?
I'll second.
All right. So we have a second. Any further discussion? All right. Roll call vote for approval of 10-9-25. Harry,
Aye.
Deb,
Aye.
Laurie,
Aye.
and myself is an aye. Now Chair will entertain a motion for E, adjournment.
I make a
Okay, I'll
motion.
make that motion. Lori's making a motion.
All
Woohoo!
right, I heard a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, well,
Laurie,
again, we won't meet with
Mary.
Thanksgiving, so everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
do you remember way back when Dick Monteith was here? We had a fine issued and I think it started with 18 and it was
Yes,
about a
down on
wall.
Bedford Street. Yep,
It was about a wall.
yep.
Yeah. Do you remember the amount that one was? Was it 1,800 or 18,000?
I think by the time the interest accrued, it was like 18,000.
That's what I
That's what
thought.
I heard,
Because-
so that's why I
yeah.
was curious, because 300.
It started out at a lower, but
I had
this
just
went up.
started on the board, so I
Yeah.
wasn't really involved, but I kind of remember the 18 and it was a high amount.
I think the original owner actually passed away and it was handed down to his grandson.
Okay.
And he had come in and spoken with us in the office and we said, you know, there's a fine on this property. And the poor guy didn't know a thing about it. So,
Okay.
And the fine's going quick. All right,
Yeah.
okay.
That was
All
when
right,
I
so,
first started, so.
yeah, I wasn't hearing things. I knew there was a high fine out there at one point.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys, well, have a good one. We'll talk soon. Thanks.
All right.
thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.